I remember Joe Biden not too long ago telling us that Hunter Biden was the smartest person he knew. We don't have enough time, Steve, in this entire show to digest all of the reasons. That is crazy. Obviously, we know that Kamala Harris as vice president was tapped for 2 jobs. One of them was election reform, which while this press conference was happening yesterday, was dying down the street at the Capitol. Thank goodness that did not pass. So
by now it's no secret that all the Republican Party has to offer, other than robbing society blind, is whining and complaining endlessly about things that can actually be a benefit to society. Now, keep in mind, they spent 8 years under the Obama administration, whining about everything he did. Much of that time, whining and complaining about what they were going to do about eliminating the Affordable Care Act, Obamacare, and how they were going to replace it. And when Trump got in office, there was no plan and no replacement. They spent all that time whining and complaining, no replacement. And notice that Laura Trump said, thank God that voter election laws weren't passed. No type of election legislation was passed. But of course, this would be a benefit to Republicans because it would allow them to vote easier. It would allow them to vote early. It would give them more stations to go turn their ballots into. It would increase online voting capabilities. All of these things would be a benefit to everybody in the nation. But of course, the Republican Party doesn't want people actually involved in the democratic process because nobody wants what they have to sell. But let's keep watching.
Well, thank goodness that did not pass. So failure there. Then we're coming up in March, ladies and gentlemen, on 1 year of her being the border czar. How do we feel she has done at that job, Steve? She went one time down to the southern border, not even the Rio Grande Valley where the major problem was. She visited Guatemala one time and was embarrassed by the president of Guatemala. We have had historic numbers of illegal immigrants pouring into America under her watch. So I'm not sure what kind of good job he thinks that she's doing. She's incredibly unlikable, condescending, cackles at every question that she can't answer. But Steve, let's address the elephant in the room.
Now, there's more than enough criticisms to go around for Kamala Harris. And actually, much of what Laura Trump said was true. The way that she's handled her messaging and just her involvement in immigration has been very poor. It hasn't built support with, certain minority communities across the nation, as well as just, her tone and the way that she handles a lot of questions and the way she basically cracks under pressure. It's really not a good look and it's really not effective. However, the issue here is that, again, other than robbing society blind, the Republican Party has nothing to offer other than whining and complaining, because at no point does she suggest what she has in mind or what the Republican Party should do to deal with what they call the border crisis, to deal with the immigration crisis. What do they have instead? Because all they push is to put the hammer down. All they push is to nail the hammer the nail, however you want to say it. That's all they push. And so we know this. So, just endless racism, endless whining, endless complaining, and their push to eliminate our ability to have a democratic process whatsoever it's selling. It's selling. And Fox News remains the most popular cable news network in the nation.